As I'm on this journey called life, I realize that there's many obstacles along the way. There's many great things that happen in life. But these obstacles, there's so much. And I used to ask myself, why am I facing all these obstacles that become now my opposer? Obstacle that we cry about, that we sigh about. Unfortunate situation that we can't make sense of and we can't shake it because we just don't know how. And then I start to understand and study thought process, and it changed the way I really think about life. And this is what I want to tell you today. It's so important for us to pay attention to our thoughts and the way our thoughts create things. So we're dealing with these obstacles in our life and not realizing that subconsciously we put them there. Our relationships, even the way our children behave with us, we put them there subconsciously. We entertain these situations subconsciously, and many of us go through that day to day and don't realize that we are in charge of these frequency and vibration that is coming towards us. And many will say, no, not me. I'm a good person. I don't do nothing to nobody. It's wicked people just out there. I agree with you. There's a lot of people that are so evil and their mind is so carnal. But why are they attractive to you? Why are they always coming around you? And I learned that we must take responsibility for the people that we attract in our lives, the relationships that we end up with in our life, and end up in our lives, and take control over our lives. How? Did you know that when you consistently think about things that you don't want, becomes the things that you actually get? Why? Because the frequency and the vibration is so high concerning what I don't want. I don't want to end up with a man like that neighbor. I don't want to end up with a man like my mom. I don't want to end up with a man like I don't want to end up with a man like the man my mom had in her life, or my sister, or I don't want to end up with a man like my dad. It so happened that because we're so carnal in our mind, subconsciously though, we do end up with people like that because our desire is suppressed while these strong thoughts give birth. So now you're getting the things that you don't want and the things that you desire. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. And the reason why you're not seeing it is because the frequency that you focus on is now so thick. Is that all you ever get? The things you don't want. But I'm telling you today that subconsciously we destroy our life. And I learned this: the mind is a perfect garden. And if we plant thorns in it, then thorns we'll get. And if we plant good seed in it, then good seed we'll get. You cannot plant corn and reap peas. So we have to pay attention. Did this ever happen to you in your life? You see somebody like they're about to fall, and then they really did fall. Like it just flashed by you just flash into your presence and then it disappeared. And whatever you saw just happened. The truth is that sometimes even a situation like that, we can fix it in the mind and then it will never happen. Because when it came, we rejected it and we fix it the way we saw it then, the way we want to see it, and then it just becomes what we make it to be, because thoughts become things. And that's the most powerfulest thing that there is your thoughts. So when we change how we're thinking and stop focusing so much on I don't want, and I know I never want to talk to a man like that man. That's a dreadful man. But you're not putting in what you really desire. And it is important you put in what you really desire. For example, your kids are giving you so much issues and problems, and you just sit down and said, yes, that boy not coming to nothing at all. You see how I'm behaving? And even those words make the situation worse. Even those words can make the situation so much worse. And if we even said, stop and say to ourselves, you know what? I know that this person is going to change for the good towards me. It's not even about them. It's not about them. They're stuck in their ways. Yes, I know it. But what about you? What can you do to fix that situation? You feel you're powerless? Today I'm telling you, you're not powerless. You can rearrange the way those thoughts go through your mind, and when you rearrange them and turn them around, your situation have no other choice but to turn around. So today I want to tell you something. Look at your life. Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you not want. Because want is a place of lacking, and you know you don't lack anything. Because when in Genesis 1, God said he made everything and it was finished. So everything that we need in this life is already here. And newsflash, you do not have to beg God for it. I'm not a prayer. I don't pray anymore. And I've been going to church all my life. I do love God because I have to love God. God is in me. So therefore, I'm the reflection of God. So therefore, I have to love God. But one thing I don't do anymore is pray, because I've got a bigger weapon and a bigger present that's happening presently. I meditate. You know why? The way I see people pray, beg God, please, 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 God, please. I ain't got to beg my God for anything. My God knows what he's supposed to do. And my God will deliver. Because my desire must come forth. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm surely not. But I know that meditation bring me more since I've transitioned in my life and focus more on meditating. Be still and know that I am God. That's what the Bible said. Be still. So I get more out of being still. I understand, even if I don't practice it all the time, that if I change the way I'm thinking, even towards a situation, it will change. And if I consistently pour into negativity in any situation, it will remain worse or the same. Because if you want change and you're consistently doing the same thing, well, you know what it is, insanity. Not my words though, because I read that in a book somewhere. But that's not what's important. The truth is that you can take authority over your life by changing the way you're thinking, changing the way how you're vibrating, changing the frequency that comes to you. Change it. When you look at your situation in a marriage, change it. Because listen, even that person sometime that is in your life, and you sit back after you broke up with that person and they're now out of your life, and you said, what the heck was I thinking? How did I end up with him or her? The truth is that something in us vibrated that person to us. You didn't make that person who he is, but you did vibrate that person to you. So now, don't focus on what you don't want at all. When those thoughts pass through the mind, allow them to leave. The sooner they leave is the better. Because those thoughts are our thoughts. And when you do not take control over the mind, which is your tool, then they bring immature thoughts, like thoughts that becomes your opposer. They're immature because they're not giving you your desire. That means they was not properly developed. So therefore, you have to take control of your thoughts.